sessions. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464, or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Turabo Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Turabo Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Turabo State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now. In today's digital
Welcome to News Hour on Som TV, your gateway to the pulse of the nation. Follow us on Facebook at Som TV and watch every moment live on YouTube at Som TV Live. Now the major headlines. Tinubu launches peace and inclusion drive in Benue to tackle Eda's farmers' crisis. President commissions key infrastructure in Kaduna State, advances CNG and energy transition nationwide. Stakeholders back Dangote and federal effort to stabilize fuel supply and promote cleaner energy. I am Esther Oka-Steven with the news info. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's recent engagement reflects a multi-dimensional approach to governance, combining national unity efforts with economic and infrastructural advancement. His intervention in Benue State underscores this direction as initiated a peace mission to address the long-standing Eda's farmers' crisis in the north-central state. Visiting Yelwata, a community that has recently experienced unrest, Tinubu urged Governor Alia to embrace inclusivity and accept criticism constructively. He announced the formation of a committee of elders, including former Benue governor and the sitting governor of Nasarawa State, to lead grassroots consultations across the state. The president further directed the Benue government to provide land for ranging to end cyclical violence. He called on traditional rulers and communities to support reconciliation efforts, stating that his administration is committed to long-term peace in Benue State. Supporting this federal initiative, the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, condemned the violence and ethnic profiling of Fulani herders. MACBAN President Baban Othman said over 57 pastoralists were killed and 4,000 cattle rustlers between January and June. He praised President Tinubu's visit as timely and called for justice, urging authorities to avoid bias and treat all victims equals. From the standby correspondent in Benue, residents in Yelwata voiced mixed reaction, with some welcoming the move while others expressing skepticism over implementation. Following his Benue visit, President Tinubu proceeded to Kaduna State, where he is scheduled to inaugurate several development projects to mark Governor Uba Sani's second year in office. Projects include a 300-bed specialist hospital, a vocational training center in Rikachikun, the 24-kilometer Kafanchan Township Road, and 100 compressed natural gas CNG buses. These projects are intended to improve healthcare, boost youth skills, expand road access, and modernize public transport. The trip had initially been postponed to accommodate his Benue assignment. According to our Kaduna correspondent, the projects have been largely welcomed by residents, particularly the Kafanchan, where local leaders describe the road initiative as long overdue. At the national level, the federal government continues to promote energy transition. The CNG initiative has now attracted over $500 million in private investment and is operational in 20 states. The number of fueling stations has increased from 20 to over 65, and 200,000 vehicles are expected to be converted by year end, with a target of 1 million by 2027. Dangote Group pledged to establish 100 more CNG stations. A correspondent in Lagos reports that the rollout is gaining traction among commercial fleet operations, who cited reduced fuel costs and cleanhouse emission as key incentives. In related developments, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, Rivers State chapter applauded Dangote Refinery announcement to commence PMS distribution on August 15th. IPMAN chairman Tikena Ikpeki highlighted the development of 4,000 CNG power trucks to ease fare transportation challenges and reduce costs. Stakeholders expressed optimism to this move would stabilize fuel supply and lower prices. However, a standby reporter in Port Harcourt noted that marketers are cautiously optimistic pending consistent product delivery. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Customs Service Ogun 1 Area Command reported seizures including 1,433 live cartridges, 5 DIN guns, 975 rounds of ammunition, 500 grams of carbines, and other contraband items valued at 3,044 million naira. Controller James Godwin Otunla stated the arms had been handed over to police authorities. The command also recorded revenue growth of 10.6 million in April to 42.2 million naira in May. A correspondent in Abeokuta confirmed that local residents had early tipped off security agents, contributing to the success of the operation. Furthermore, South, the Nigerian Navy conducted a sitting operation at Chevron Malu Jacket 19 offshore facility in June 15. 6 wooden boats loaded with crude oil and 3 suspects from Ondo State were apprehended. Flag Officer commanding Central Naval Command, Rear Admiral Abdulaziz Zubeiru, said the suspects are linked to a pipeline vandalism ring. A standby report from Bayelsa State the Navy had stepped up patrol in other high-risk locations in response to renewed oil theft attempts. In Niger State, the government intensified its crackdown on illegal mining, especially the use of women and children. Commissioner for Mineral Resources, Alhaji Garba Sambo Yaya, said most illicit operations occur between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. across Chachanga, Paiko Muya, Shiro, and Rafi. He urged traditional leaders and youth groups to report offenders and warned that perpetrators would be persecuted. Our MENA correspondents confirmed the presence and informal mining camps in Shiro, where community leaders are now cooperating with law enforcement. On the tax front, the Federal Island The Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, introduced the 2024 withholding tax regulation to simplify compliance for SMEs and enhance transparency. FIRS recognized top taxpayers and reaffirmed efforts to modernize Nigeria's tax system. However, banking leaders raised concerns about delayed judicial processes, which they said hinder credit growth. They recommended creating financial courts and digital reforms in courtrooms. A correspondent in Abuja reported that a meeting between FIRS officials and financial sector stakeholders is scheduled to take place later this month to address these issues. Oyo State Executive Councils approved 63.4 billion naira to renovate the government house ahead of the 50th anniversary. Additionally, allocations included 14.3 billion naira for Ibadan Airport modernization, 131.7 million naira for landscaping, 2 million euros for a new agro-food market, and 130 million naira for urban renewal. Consequently, the state's supplementary budget rose by 270.9 billion naira to complete ongoing capital projects. A correspondent in Ibadan reports that civil society groups have demanded detailed cost breakdown to ensure transparency. In Sokoto, the state government conducted a two-day training in Abuja on budget transparency and international public sector accounting standards. Participants reviewed the updated national chart of accounts. Governor Ahmed Aliyu administration said it aimed to strengthen interagency collaboration and improve service delivery. A correspondent reports that Sokoto 2025 budget process is expected to adopt a new template. In Osun State, the local government fund controversy escalated. The Nigerian Union Local Government Employees and the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission accused the state government of diverting federal allocation to private accounts. The government denied wrongdoing and blamed the CBN's payment platform. The Association of Local Governments of Nigeria urged calm. A standby reporter in Osogbo noted that protests are mounting across several local government areas with union threatening legal action. As campaigns heat up, Lagos APC launches its bid for the July 12 local election. Party flags were presented to 57 chairmanship and 376 councillorship candidates. Representing Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the secretary to the state's government urged members to mobilize at the grassroots. A correspondent reported that opposition parties have also begun silent campaign in some urban councils. In Plateau, EFCC arrested former Speaker Moses Thomas Sule and 14 ex-lawmakers over 2.5 billion naira vehicle fraud. The suspects allegedly took away government vehicles after 6 months tenure. Plateau State government said it had to buy new vehicles for current lawmakers at 2 billion naira. A Jos-based correspondent said the anti-grift agency is expanding the probe to include procurement officers. We go on a brief commercial break. Don't change the channel. We'll be right back with more exciting updates. Stay tuned.
In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Turabo Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic website and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Turabo Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464, or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Turabo Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Turabo Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Turabo State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now. In today.
Welcome back. Gombe State recently welcomed Premier Seed Nigeria Limited to Muhammadu Buhari Industrial Park, launched by former President Obasanjo. The plant will enhance agricultural seed production. However, Gombe and parts of Bauchi are experiencing over 30 hours of blackout. Jos Electricity Distribution Company cited technical repairs. Residents, according to our Gombe standby reporter, have staged peaceful protests over prolonged outrage. Some TV correspondent Kamal Amajo completes the report.
Speaking at the event, the Gombe State Governor Muhammadu Inuayaya reaffirmed his administration's commitment to providing infrastructure that will ease business operation for investors in the state.
As the first company to establish operations in this industrial park, you are setting a precedent we believe many will follow. So far, we have received over 380 applications from businesses interested in operating in the industrial park. This event is the first of its kind in the Muhammadu Buhari Industrial Park, marks the realization of our shared vision for agricultural transformation and industrial growth in Gombe State and indeed in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This administration is working tirelessly to create an environment where business can thrive. This commitment has been recognized nationally, with Gombe State achieving the top position in Nigeria's ease of doing business ranking for both 2021 and 2022.
Earlier in his speech, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, founder of Premier Seed Nigeria Limited, commended Governor Inuayaya for providing a conducive environment for investors.
But let me commend you, Governor, for this industrial park. If we are going to make progress in our development in this country, we will need this type of facility, which you have kindly and appropriately provided.
He expressed confidence that with 40 megawatts of electricity, accessible road, and reliable water supply already available, the park will soon attract more industries. The managing director of Premier Seed, Mr. Ibitayo Oyewale Edu, said the company aims to supply farmers with quality seedlings that will improve agricultural productivity.
If you are a farmer, please wave your hand. Can we clap ourselves? This factory is purposely established for you to bring the seed to the last mile so that farmer will not be using safe seed. We want to reduce the vulnerability of farmers so that everybody will have access to quality.
Speaking to some TV, a local farmer expressed joy over the development and urged fellow farmers in Gombe to seize the opportunity to improve productivity.
For my colleague farmers, let them forget about 19th century analog. Let them join the trend of modern world now by embracing the use of seed instead of grain.
Premier Seed Nigeria Limited is the first company to begin operation at the Muhammadu Buhari Industrial Park in Dadinkowa, making a significant step in actualizing the vision of the park as a hub for agro-industrial development.
In the Muhammadu Buhari Industrial Park, to the glory of God Almighty, for service to humanity. Thank you very much.
With enabling infrastructure and investors-friendly policies in place, Gombe State is poised for a new era of economic transformation. From Gombe, Kamal Hamado, Sun TV News.
Taraba State Emergency Management Agency distributed relief to households in Garba Chede, Beli local government area after a severe windstorm damaged properties. The items included roofing sheets, food, and household items. Our correspondent confirmed that more aid is expected from NEMA. Stay tuned for the report.
Distributing the relief materials to the victims of the windstorm disaster in Garbachede, the Executive Secretary of Taraba State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, Dr. Echuse Audu, stated that the relief intervention was courtesy of the Governor, Dr. Abu Kefas, represented by the Deputy Director of Relief and Rehabilitation, Mr. Benjamin Bala. The Executive Secretary of the SEMA stated that Taraba State Government remain dedicated to enhance support system to the lives of citizens, particularly during disaster and hard times.
Here, because of the prompt and quick intervention of His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas, number one has been following this community through SEMA because of the windstorm that has struck this community, which rendered over 200 homes.
The delegation paid a courtesy visit to the palace of the district head of Garbachede, Rafiuddin Kaigamamanu, where it sympathized with the traditional ruler and the community over the natural disaster. The traditional ruler expressed appreciation to the state government for providing relief materials to the affected victims and pray for God's blessings on the administration of Dr. Abu Kefas.
Muzo domin jajanta ma waɗanda sannan bala'i ta afko masu. His Excellency Dr. Abu Kefas gwamna ne mai jike da tausayi, gwamna ne wanda duk lokacin da akwai damuwa baya barci. Hakan nan ma ta ES namu Dr. Mrs. Echuse Audu, ita ma mama ce. Mun ce mama wato wanda tana da tausayi. So da jin wannan bata yi wata ba ta ce mu zo
ta mu gode wa rigima gwamnan jihar Taraba shi saka zai to Abu Kefas kokarin da suka nuna mana gaskiya mun mutanen Garba Shede muna godiya sosai muna gode wa gwamnatin jiha sosai da abin da suka mana mun gode sosai da kuma bana mutane za mu yi kirjin mu cewa mutanen Garba Shede bana gwamnati sun tuna da mu sun mana abin da muke so.
Beneficiaries expressed gratitude for the gesture, describing it as timely and impactful.
Ga gwamna sai dai mu masa godiya a madadin mu na al'umman Garba Shede gaskiya mun ga itilayi wanda ba mu taba ganin shi ba wanda ya shafi gidaje sama da 200. Sai mata yi yunkuri da ƙarfin gwamnati domin ta taimaka muna ce muku mun gode. Allah ya sa
farin ciki kuma muna masa godiya gwamnati mun gode ga gwamnan jiha sannan
Allah ya taimake mu da shi mai martaba gwamna ya aiko Allah ya saka da alheri Allah kuma ya taya ku mun gode
saboda wannan taimakon da aka yi mana mun gode Allah ya saka
din anguwan Hamidu muna godiya da wannan gudunmawa da mai girma gwamna ya kawo mana. Muna fatan Allah ya taimake shi.
The items distributed include food and non-food items. Yeri Akila.
On the international front, NEMO welcomed 147 Nigerians repatriated from Agadza, Niger Republic. The group included 143 men and 4 minors. The Red Cross provided first aid at the airport. They were profiled at the hotel in Kano. A standby report indicated that more voluntary returnees are expected in the coming weeks. Finally, Nigeria's Foreign Affairs Minister Yusuf Toga criticized new U.S. visa restrictions on ECOWAS nations, calling them non-tariff barriers to trade and diplomacy. Speaking at the ECOWAS Mediation and Security Council meeting in Abuja, he urged the U.S. to reconsider. Our correspondents at the event report that delegates from other member states echoed similar concern. That's all on this edition on News Hour from Some TV. You can follow us on Facebook at Some TV and on YouTube at Some TV Live. Now stay tuned for more lineup of programs from Some TV. I am Esther Oka Steven. Thanks for watching.